There are three types of structures one could have used for basic string data: single dimension data, 2D data, and 3D data. By 1D, I mean that we are modelling the change of mass with size, or the change of mass with assay, but not both. The approach of using 1D might be useful for modelling comminution as a function of size, or flotation as a function of assay, but it doesn't allow an integrated solution. So I do not focus on a 1D mass balance system. Instead, I focus on a 2D system. It means there are assays within sizes, or density classes in sizes. It is much better for simulation purposes. This is what I focus on. 3D is even more detailed than 2D. It includes the introduction of mineralogy data within each size, or analogously, assays in density classes for each. So here, the focus is 2D. This concludes that part of the presentation related to Visio to Excel. The remaining part of the presentation focuses on VisioBal, reconciliation. Of the 5 tables listed, 3 are fairly conventional: experimental, balanced, experimental SD. However, it is my experience that it is extremely difficult for most users to know what the experimental standard deviations are. Therefore, a simpler table called confidence is created that allows users to simply add a quantitative description of their confidence of the data. The criteria are high, low, standard, missing, fixed, or not used. All of these have special meanings, but if the experimental data is measured, I suggest using standard, and if it isn't measured, I suggest using missing. To assist in setting up the confidences, a module is created to allow the confidence measures to be assigned automatically for particular variable types and streams. This isn't discussed in much depth here. The mass balance can be multi-staged in order to gain insights into the data that may assist in the balance, particularly in order to estimate the experimental standard deviations from the confidence values, and if there are many missing values, particularly solid flows. So the first step is called initial balance. During initial balance, many of the missing values are estimated, and estimates of the standard deviations are calculated and put into the table experimental SD. For many users, initial balance is all that is required. However, for some users, they may wish to run a final balance. The final balance is used if the user wants to adjust the experimental standard deviations rather than rely on those calculated by the initial balance, or the user wants to know the accuracy of the balanced data. The latter measures are put into the balanced SD table.